Ducked off low-key, yeah, you know me. Kickin' with Tyree, hit it 3 like Kyrie.
We've already had a really long conversation.
I had to think about like what haven't I asked.
Yeah, what haven't we chatted about? I actually haven't watched our interview because I'm like, oh my god, it was like the middle of the night. What did I say?
So we talked about how AI is more about power than technology. What myth were you trying to really break in this film?
Yeah, I think one of the really interesting things that we learn in our film is that AI is just a marketing term. And there's no, monolithic technology that's going to become smarter than humans and take our jobs and all of that. Rather, what we call artificial intelligence is a system of technologies that could mean many different things. And I think that there's a sort of opportunity to sort of dig in and be specific about what we're talking about and kind of demystify the technology and also, start to contextualize the ways in which power functions around that term.
Okay.
Too nerdy.
No. What went into you deciding who was going to be a part of this film?
So I started just reading a bunch of white papers about data and what is a large language model and what are we talking about when we're saying AI, and I would go into the footnotes and I would find, interesting people and email them, and they were amazing enough to email me back. And, by the end I ended up talking to about 40 different AI researchers and scientists and computer scientists and philosophers, and out of those conversations, this film kind of took shape.
Okay. My last question for you is going to be, who pays the human cost of artificial intelligence?
Yeah, that is such a good question. The human cost of artificial intelligence is carried by communities that house these hyperscale data centers that we see popping up all over the world that take a massive toll on local resources. It's also, carried by the folks doing data labor and, training these large language models, doing content moderation, and then all of us who are constantly training these systems via surrendering all of this data through our phones and apps. And in the end, it enriches very few people, but uses the free labor of all of us.
Ducked off low-key, yeah, you know me. Kickin' with Tyree, hit it 3 like Kyrie.